Hey, Mrparka here to review a new one that was sent to me by Sean Gordon. It is The Oatmeal Man. With a title like that, how could you not be interested? It's just such a freaking ridiculous title, and you know what? The premise is also ridiculous. It's not false advertising. There is a freaking Oatmeal Man in this. Cool enough to send a poster and everything. So I put this movie in, and I didn't really know what to expect. And it's pretty much your kind of throwback slasher movie with, you know, your kind of stupid but funny, immature kids on a road trip, and they get stranded in kind of exploitationville. And of course, they end up at this like abandoned factory that has this Oatmeal Man killer in it. The backstory of the Oatmeal Man is very, very funny, and I can't help but respect this movie just for the sole fact that they decided to make a monster movie slasher about an Oatmeal Man. That's just it's like one of those weird like childhood fairy tales that one of your friends would tell you when you're 4 and you'd be scared of them. It's ridiculous, it's silly, and there's lots of parts where it's played completely straight at points. At some points it is. Other points, you know, they're self-aware of what they're doing. But at other points it's played straight. Other points it's not played straight. There's some comedy in here. When you watch the making of, you could tell that they had a lot of energy and a lot of fun, and they seem to get along great, and we're definitely a group of friends, and that energy does translate into the film. There's some things I didn't care for. They use a lot of practical effects in the film at points, especially the Oatmeal Man, but they also use digital effects for explosions and blood splattering on the cameras and stuff. Sometimes that looks alright, sometimes it's not my cup of tea. The score actually I enjoyed. The soundtrack is not my type of music, but you know, like I said, I prefer mostly scores in films anyways. Some of the things also, it did seem like sometimes it was always all orange or always all blue. It was like you had that day filter or night filter on it, and that was it. And at points sometimes it was weird. They'd be in one room, it's all blue, next room is all orange. So it seemed like at points I was watching two different films. And there's obviously some like reshoots or something that they were like, we need more kills, so they brought in these like these kind of models to be tortured and killed in the film, and it was kind of weird to see all these other characters that never really quite interacted with the main group of kids. It does have a guy from Poltergeist in it. He's in a couple trauma movies. I want to say he's in Frankie and Blunderland too, and the guy plays like this mechanic. He's the guy in the cemetery in Poltergeist who jerks off to Arby's underwear. He's always very funny, and he's always very creepy and silly and zany, and he's in this and he does a great job. His voice is very recognizable. You could not, you hear his voice, you immediately know it's him, and his appearance and his look, and he does a great job in here. I like that you can tell they had a lot of fun with the film. It's definitely a throwback to the slasher thing genre, and with a crazy, stupid oatmeal killer, which I love in the fact. And his backstory, the Oatmeal Man's backstory, is enough to just make you be like, oh my god. I don't want to give too much away. But the ending is actually really funny, really kind of a cool thing here that you kind of, I don't want to give too much away like I said, but one of the big guys, the big guy in the film, kind of like almost the comic relief of the film. You think he may be out of the picture, but that's not necessarily what happened. And I love that part at the end, just with a cigarette, and that's all I'm going to say. It's really funny visual. But yeah, if you like kind of slasher movies or weird slasher movies or oddball things, this definitely has enough to like in it that I think a lot of people will enjoy. And you know, you got to give him credit for making a slasher movie about an Oatmeal Man. There's tons of stuff on this DVD. There's like 2 commentaries, 30 minutes of blooper reels. Like I said, an hour and 24-minute making of, where you see behind the scenes and all the stuff like that. The director also acts in the film. Yeah, I would say check this one out. I know it's not going to be for everybody. Like I said, there's stuff I didn't love about it. You know, I didn't love the, you know, like some of the splatter on the camera effects or digital effects. Some of them were okay, some were, you know, not so great. But I enjoyed enough of it to say that I think a lot of people will enjoy enough of it as well. But this is the Oatmeal Man, and I'd like to see what these guys will do next. Very cool, very silly, very weird.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what is that?
I think it's like raining or something. Tom, oh my god, my eye.
That's not rain.